Good morning, everybody. This is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Peters. Quick update here as we kind of get in the heart of this winter storm. It's really just starting to crank up. You woke up to some snow and sleet on the ground, 1 to 2, maybe 3 inches in a couple spots, exactly as we thought we'd see early on. But now, this is when things get interesting because now we're seeing that transition to mainly freezing rain. Here's our storm system. You can see the lows are cranked up here across parts of northern Alabama, and you can see all the precipitation still yet to come. The main band here, and I'm going to stop this loop here, and I'll show you what's going on with this main band. The main band of winter precipitation is really right in here, and it extends back into the Carolinas. So this is where our moisture is, but look at this big plume of moisture yet to come. And even though the low is here, it's going to start to transition to a new low near the coast. And as that new low cranks up, it'll take this big swath of moisture and start wrapping it around. So that's kind of, you kind of see a lot going on there. Let's go in a little bit closer and show you what's going on across the Piedmont. You can see temperatures area-wide are mostly below the freezing mark. So even if you think you're seeing rain, remember, rain is liquid falling from the sky, but the air temperature over the surface temperature near the ground is at freezing or below. The only way you really know it's freezing rain is if you look at a thermometer and it says 32 or lower, or you start to see ice forming on elevated surfaces. Let me switch over to another source here because I think this does a really good job of showing that. You can see where that freezing rain line is. It looks like it's somewhere right around Lancaster County, Highway 9, down towards Hartville. So you could see we're going to see more moisture move in. Now, what's deceiving, a lot of people look at the radar, and here's where you have to be kind of a meteorologist to know what's going on. People look south and they say, oh, there's nothing going on there, Brad. But the thing to remember is I'll loop with this one again because it shows it really well, is the cold air is wedged in against the mountains here. We've got what's called the wedge or cold air damming. So as the warmer humid air comes up from the south, it hits that and forms light precipitation, sometimes moderate precipitation right over us. So this is a situation where the ice or the freezing rain is actually forming on top of us. You don't really look to the south, but I am going to look to the southwest because I can see that big plume of moisture coming up through Atlanta and through Macon, Georgia, and Augusta. When that starts to interact with this cold air, you're going to see snow and rainfall rates, freezing rainfall rates really crank up. So that's what I'm talking about right here. You see this big plume of moisture here. This is moving north, but there's also moisture coming this way and this way. So don't be shocked if you look at the radar and it says, doesn't look like there's a lot to our south. This is really just the beginning. And as we go through the day, things will actually intensify. I'm keeping a close eye on the temperature because it's 30 degrees in Charlotte and we've got solid freezing rain and sleet. So we may actually see temperatures fall, and you can see the dew point is 27. Now, the reason this is going to be interesting today, and I'll go back here, is you see this surface area of high pressure over here over parts of Virginia. This is actually supplying our cold air. So as the low cranks up down here, you're going to see the high continue to pull in cold air, and as this low shift to the east, remember, low pressure counterclockwise flow, that's going to help enhance that northeast flow as well. So the air in here actually should, this afternoon, get colder. As the low intensifies, it'll actually wrap around colder air. Now, this will mainly be ice or sleet and a little bit of snow in the Piedmont, but as we go into the afternoon, this is going to stay solid snow in the foothills. Now, for everybody, this band back here from western Kentucky down through even central Mississippi, this is sometimes what's called the 700 millibar low or the 700 millibar vertical velocities or deformation zone. You may have heard that thrown out there. That could be an intense band of snowfall, and that could pivot through late tonight and early tomorrow and could bring everything back to snow at some point tomorrow, and that would be our additional accumulations here in the Charlotte area. So right now I'm thinking mainly ice for the Charlotte area for the next 6 to maybe 8, 12 hours. And then later tonight, we'll see a transition to snow, maybe some burst of heavy snow that could last into early Saturday. Of course, I'm up early. Wasn't a lot of sleep last night. We have continuing coverage on NBC Charlotte, online, on air, and on social. I'll be in about lunchtime, and then we'll be here for the long haul as we get you through this winter storm 2016. Be safe out there. Don't let your guard down. Don't go into work or head into somewhere thinking it's okay now, because you might get stuck there. It will get worse as the day goes on.